this Easter has been a really important time for many to dive deeper into the Lord. And you know, why is it so important that we connect with the Lord during this time, during this Holy Week? It's because everything Jesus did in his last week on this earth, it all has a big message. Now, we often think of the Last Supper as the first communion because this is when Jesus served to his disciples bread and wine. But it is even more deeper than that. Did you know that Jesus was actually proposing to us? I did not know that, that's for sure. Because in the first century, when a man wanted to propose to a woman, he would gather their families and set up a meal. And during that meal, he would fill a glass with wine and give it to the woman he wanted to propose to. And if that woman drank from that glass, it meant that she said yes. And then he would say something like, I'm going to prepare a place for you at my Father's house, and when it's ready, I will come back and bring you home. Now, does that sound familiar to you? Because Jesus literally says the exact same thing in John chapter 14, where he says, in my Father's house are many rooms. I go to prepare a place for you, and I will come again and take you to myself. I'm sorry, but what? Jesus was proposing to us all this time? At the Last Supper, Jesus was offering his life to us and inviting us into a covenant, a relationship, like a bride and a groom. And he wasn't saying this like literally putting a ring on your finger. He was just trying to show how the relationship between us and God should be just as committed as a proposal. And hold on, I am not finished yet. Because another thing we can note from this is that when the man leaves to prepare this house for the wife, she would not know the day of his return. And so she knew that she just had to be ready whenever he would return. And that made me think of how we wait for Jesus and we wait for his return. Y'all see the connections here? Because this is actually amazing. So my question for you today is, are you ready? That house he has been preparing in his Father's kingdom for you, it might be ready any second. If you want to watch the rest, go and check out the rest of the episode on my YouTube or other podcast platforms. Name is right here and link is also in my bio. God bless you guys.